Hey guys, what's going on? Ghost Dragon 1182 here, back for another coffee talk. And in this one, I'm going to talk about something that's been coming up on YouTube a lot lately. People are making a lot of videos about it, and it's been kind of making the rounds, and that's the where's the fair use issue. And one thing you have to do when you look at this from a objective standpoint is you have to separate what's right from whether or not you like a particular YouTuber channel or content creator, because regardless of whether or not you like a channel, that should have no bearing on the fair use issue. And the thing is, to like this argument that people that are uploading let's plays and things like that are like stealing content, or you're using games or music or things like that to that other people own the rights to make a living. As long as it falls under a transformative piece of work, I think it should be protected by fair use through no contest. Now, obviously, just like straight uploading a song or a movie or without changing anything is completely different. But this whole rash of channels being taken down and videos being taken down, really, it's kind of it's demotivating. It doesn't instill any, I guess, safety or feeling that you can flex your creativity, upload something to the internet, and let people see it without worry. I've had issues where I've had original music that I wrote get Content ID flagged, and there's no reason that should happen. Now, cover songs and things like that, I can there's a gray area there, but as long as you're not ripping the original source material and uploading it unchanged, I don't think a cover song, a let's play, anything with any sort of commentary over it, none of that should be Content ID matched. And YouTube is notoriously silent on the issue. They offer, especially to channels that are unmanaged, if you run into any issue, like this Sony bullshit that I got going on my channel, you're not going to get help. So the independent person that is doing YouTube for fun, uploading videos just for the hell of it, they're fucked. There's no protection for you whatsoever. The companies that own the rights to these different IPs, regardless of whether they're in the right or the wrong, they don't give a fuck about you. Unless somebody with a substantial financial backing really gets into it with these companies, they're not going to stop. Like this, going back to the Sony thing again. I'm at a point where there's nothing I could do other than the next step is file a counterclaim to see if I could get the copyright strike removed. But that could end up with Sony could just be like, "Fuck you, we're suing you," and I don't have the money for that. And that's a major issue with copyright law in general. It's very antiquated. It's broken to all hell, and which is ironic considering we live in a country that likes to say, innocent until proven guilty. Whereas when it comes to copyright, you're basically guilty until you prove your innocence. And it's a shame. This is a problem that probably isn't going to go away anytime soon. It's something that I don't see a website that could possibly rise up and overthrow YouTube, because they're going to be faced with the same issues sooner or later. If they're like, you can upload anything you want without hassle, it's just a matter of time before companies like Sony or 20th Century Fox or any of these major companies shut it down. And I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how we can change this. Obviously, channels can band together and come up with some sort of strategy. But I mean, at the end of the day, those channels don't have nearly the amount of money and resources and lawyers that these big companies do. So Google, really isn't going to do anything about the situation, I don't think. I think this whole protection program that they did, where they had like guys like Jim Sterling and I think there was like 10 YouTubers in general altogether that were blanketed into this little program. More and more, that's starting to kind of feel like a smokescreen to make it look like they're trying to do something to prevent copyright abuse and things like that. But I think in the end, it's not going to make a huge difference, and that's sad. It's not. What you do on YouTube is going to be basically at the mercy of what these companies will let you do. Is it right? No. Do I agree with it? No. I think what could have been a fairly decent system to prevent pirating and things like that, it's just been abused and beaten into the ground. And I'm not going to rant and rage about it, but I mean, it's not, because I mean, really, it's not going to do any good. Like I said, I mean, these companies, Google doesn't give a fuck. As long as their ass isn't getting sued and they can keep counting their dollars, they're not. This system, I just really don't think it's going to change. And the worst part about it is it's going to stifle creativity. It's going to kind of scare people away from expressing themselves in different ways, whether it be through like movie reviews, doing let's plays or game reviews, or cover songs, or like whatever it is. It's gonna stifle creativity, and you're gonna see a lot less of those types of things on the internet and YouTube, and even Daily Motion's following the same path. I don't upload anything there, so I don't quite know how aggressively they go after things, but I mean, it's happening everywhere on the internet. This isn't YouTube exclusive. The fact that this has escalated to the point where it's affecting these bigger channels like Team 4-Star and Channel Awesome and stuff like that doesn't exactly instill hope that this system is going to get better for the content creators. And if anything, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets worse. But, we'll wait and see. Basically, what it's going to come down to is, to even have a chance, is you're going to have to be a managed partner or have some kind of partnership with somebody. And that's really, I don't know, that kind of like pigeonholes people into doing maybe something they don't want to do. I've been offered partnerships. I turned them down because I just didn't. Like I said, I don't have any interest in monetizing videos, so I didn't see the sense in having a partnership. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be surprised, and YouTube will pull their head out of their asses and get something going that benefits the content creators on their website. But where it stands right now, I'm not going to hold my breath over it, because these bigger studios and these IP holders, they have more money than we do. So, again, like I said, we'll wait and see what happens. I'll wait and see what happens, but I don't have a lot of faith in Google, and I don't have a lot of faith in these companies doing the right thing.